Hi there and welcome to Introduction to the Introductory Series. So this time it will just be a sequence on the floor and standing. There shouldn't be anything very difficult in this sequence, but you know, everybody is different. Everybody, I mean, is different. And if you find anything challenging, you can either send me a Facebook message or post on the Facebook group. But I will be giving some alternatives on the way through for things. If I think, you know, there's some challenges in it, I'll be giving you some alternatives for different ways things can be done. So I'll be using a yoga mat and I'll be using a blanket occasionally too. I'm sitting on my yoga blanket right now. It just actually, if you've got something that you can sit on, you can sit on the very edge of it. It just helps to tilt your pelvis forward so you can actually sit up quite straight. And if you go to buy a yoga mat, it's nice to have, you know, a little bit of thickness. I think mine's maybe about 7 mm thick, but you don't want a really thick one. So one of the things we concentrate on in yoga is balance. And if your mat is too thick, it actually doesn't give you that nice firm surface to balance on. So if we're actually doing a standing pose that needs some balance, you can come off your mat. But even for sitting, if you've got too much of that cushioning there, it's actually not going to help you. If you've got any sort of condition where, you know, you need some cushioning because, you know, your body is uncomfortable if you're on a hard surface, yes, then go for a thicker mat. But unless you need that, go for one that's, you know, nice and firm with just a little bit of cushioning. Quite early on, I'll be showing you child's pose or balasana, and that is the pose that you can always use to go into if you feel like you need a rest. If one of the poses is really too challenging for you, you've just had enough and you need a little break before you continue on again, go into balasana. If you go to a group class, you can use this same pose. It's like a signal to the teacher that I'm not in any difficulty, I don't need any help, I just want to rest for a minute. And just about every yoga teacher should understand that. If you want some help, you know, just sit and wait, put your hand up if necessary, and someone will come help you in a group class. But if you go into child pose, that means I'm fine, I just need a break. Okay, and the other thing is at the end of every class, we finish by bringing our hands together at our heart and bowing the head slightly and saying namaste to each other. And it just translates as the divine light in me salutes the divine light in you. It's a nice way to finish the class and sort of bring it to a close. Okay, let's get started.